talent, 3. Hey, I said cue the talent. 2, and 1. Attention hobbyists, sports fans, and collectors nationwide and abroad. It's time to get hype. About the hobby we are all a part of. Live from the Mojobreak studios, it's Dan and Doug. Come on! So, get hype. Be hype. This is The Hype.
What is going down, everybody? It's Hype, episode 133. We're back live after a couple weeks of not being live. As you can see, you don't see us because we're practicing our social distancing here, and we're doing the show in all different locations, and we figured out how to do it. We're back live to talk about all the hottest topics in sports cards. We got 2020 tops. We've got National. We're going to talk about the National. We're going to talk about Panini Flawless. And then we're going to end it off with, we know everybody's at home, and we're going to talk about some crazy food. What you guys been eating lately? Because there's limited options these days with what's going down. Dan, what's going down, dude?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? All right. Just living the whatever we're doing now. I mean, it changes every day, so I don't. What's going on?
I don't know. It looks like you need a haircut, though.
I do need a haircut.
He's got dreads.
Actually, I'm about 3 days away from having the Joe Exotic cut.
Nice.
I'm thinking about maybe doing. I was thinking about bleaching my hair earlier, but if I just go straight bleached and then just have a mullet, just a little party in the back.
Yeah, that's going down.
I can't get an eyebrow piercing right now.
See,
unless I do it myself.
Yeah, that's pretty pimping, dude. It looks like that thing's about to fall out. But
it's a little droopy.
But I got my hair cut right before things closed down, so I'm pretty good. But I need a ball cut. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where I can find somebody these days with places shut down. It's not an essential business to trim ball froze. But I definitely need to get that going.
Come on, man. You don't go to a place to do that.
I do.
You don't, though.
I do.
There is no place to do that.
Yeah, it's Barry's Ball Cuts. And he's my dude. He takes care of me. Hooks me up. C-Rad, what's going down? We got you on the show.
What up? I'm hella loud. Damn,
you
sorry,
are
guys.
hella loud. Like, yeah, a lot of handling noise going on over there, too. I don't know where you're at.
Was that a Barry White impression? It was like, hey, what's going on, C-Rad?
What's going on?
What's going on?
But I don't know.
I gotta get away from the mic. I'm so close.
What have you guys been doing? Obviously no sports, can't really I mean we're breaking practicing social distance and all that stuff, like spreading everybody out, but what have you guys been doing besides the easy Netflix? I mean, I think everybody's gone through the whole Netflix like catalog now. But what else? Like, I know I've jumped into a little bit of the stock market action, giving me that adrenaline rush, kind of like betting on games. I mean, the parallels are almost identical.
Yeah.
And that's what's been keeping me busy. What about you, Doug?
Me? Okay, we'll go me first. I've been running around the world virtually. I was actually thinking yesterday that maybe on my Nordic track I can actually physically run around the world vertically. I'll be the first man to run
vertically.
Vertically? Yeah, sorry, virtually. Damn it.
Vertically?
My brain isn't working as well. Vertically, yeah.
I mean, what?
Run around the world virtually. Sorry.
Vertically. So, I mean, are you? I mean, I know you could adjust it, but like, are you at like a 98 on the vertical? Or are you just running straight up?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm like Spider-Man.
Cool. That I think we're gonna be back to normal before you can do your Forrest Gump impersonation and run around the world.
Virtually, yeah. Because the Nordic track, I can put in Google Map coordinates and I can run. So I'm thinking maybe I start in Florida and, I'm running, and I just keep going. So that's been I've been playing some Operation, the game Operation.
Yeah.
I've been playing that.
Okay.
If there was a tournament, I'd probably win. I'm pretty good.
You got a steady hand?
I am. I do have.
Maybe you should have been a doctor.
Well, yeah, Well, maybe I could have been. I don't know,
May-
but I'm
maybe,
good at that game.
you know what? It's not too late. I mean, it only takes 20 years of schooling, so
Yeah,
you could be a doctor.
I've been trying my best to not get fat as well because it's hard. It's hard
You
not to
know,
get
I
fat.
get it because I've been eating Triscuits and Hot Pockets and frozen pizzas and
Bagel bites.
bagel bites. Like, I mean, I haven't had a fruit or a veggie in a while that hasn't been in a can. I have had some vegetables, but in a can.
Canned vegetables.
Canned vegetables.
Those are yummy.
Yeah, I mean, it all tastes good, but yeah, I need to. But I have been running. Was going to the gym, doing my normal gym workout. Obviously
vertically,
can't
you've been
do that.
running vertically.
Been running vertically. But I have been just running around the neighborhood, practicing social distance and all that stuff. If I see somebody coming on my sidewalk that I'm running on, I go across the street, try not to get hit by a car.
I seen a guy in my neighborhood. Actually, it was one of my neighbors. He runs the neighborhood.
He runs the neighborhood.
He runs
Does he?
around.
Does he run the? Does he run the neighborhood vertically?
He does. He goes, "I'm running this fool," but no shirt. Did you ever think about running around the neighborhood with no shirt on?
No.
Think you could pull it off?
No, I mean, and that's fairly common. I see people running around without shirts on.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Does there become an age where you can't do that anymore, or is it just all physical shape that you have to be in?
Most people I see it are usually older.
Really?
Yeah.
You just get old. You just don't give an F anymore, huh?
Yeah, I think it's just like whatever. But yeah, I actually run with a hoodie on. I have more clothes on.
Oh, okay. Well, I stated before I can't run with shorts on for obvious reasons, and why I can't see my berry ball cutter. So I don't run with those types of shorts, and I usually try to keep my shirt on when I'm running. But even in the house, I can't do it without a shirt. But we'll switch to C-Rad. What have you been doing, dude?
People with kids, you have some kids. It's been just trying to keep them entertained and busy. Obviously helping them with their schoolwork that they still get packets from the school right now. As of right now, that might change very soon though. But basically, most of my day on Monday through Friday is spent helping my daughters with their schoolwork, and then we just try to keep them busy, man. We got into Legos. If you guys haven't watched Lego Masters on Fox, that's a good show. Lego sales are probably through the roof right now.
I know somebody who's into Legos.
Yeah, he's not here.
It sounds like you're like in a echo chamber.
Yeah.
I think
isolated.
what we should, yeah, you definitely do sound isolated. You sound truly isolated from everybody and everything. I think if you moved a microphone closer to you and you actually turn the volume down on yours, you'll be dialed in.
Which one is?
It's the one that has BR for break room.
Speaking of that, those people that have kids can feel this. Like we became teachers overnight, and I got a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, so I'm getting kindergarten packets, and I'm not lying, man. There's some stuff on there that I can't figure out. It's kindergarten. There was like rhyming. They're teaching her rhyming words like hat and cat and stuff like that. And there was a page that actually didn't have the words of what they were supposed to be. And you just had to take the pictures and match them to things that rhymed. And there was a picture of a Pepsi can with the little pop lid pointed up, and it had an arrow to it. And I'm like, is that lid? Is that top? Is that pop top? Like, and none of the words that were next to it, none of the pictures that were next to it, even came close to rhyming. I'm like, this is just absolutely ludicrous. I can't even figure out kindergarten.
So what was it?
There's no answers. So I don't know. To this day,
So when we went to school a long time ago, they didn't have this thing called Common Core, and I think they have it now. And I think it's just kind of like critical thinking. I don't know, maybe C-Rad knows a little better. I don't know, but maybe you know. They teach a thing called Common Core.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
it's a new way.
It's kind of it's not your typical way of teaching. Like it's kind of built for critical thinking, right? Like,
I think so.
Like word problems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I was never a big fan of.
Yeah. Apparently I wouldn't even be able to pass kindergarten with my intellectual abilities at this point. It's tough. It's tough, man. I mean, it's hard out there for a pimp. So, but we'll get into our first topic. I wanted to talk about 2020 Topps, this release, the Project 2020 that they've came out with. I don't know if you guys listening, and obviously this is visual for you guys that are listening to the podcast. We'll do our best to describe them. So they basically got some artists I've never heard of any of the artists, but they've had them do some mock-ups and do some alterations of some cards. I can't stand behind this, guys. I really can't. I mean, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't think it's art. I think they look terrible. There's not one I like. So the first image we're showing is George Brett, the iconic George Brett rookie card. And then next we got Dwight Gooden in his 86 tops. And I don't understand. I don't get it. Does anybody out there like this? I mean, I guess if you're a George Brett PC collector, you have to get this card. Shout out to Big Chef. But why? What is it? It looks like my kid drew over it. I don't understand. It's just like then the Dwight Gooden looks like somebody put it in their binder. And
Looks like graffiti art.
yeah, I don't know. Project 2020. Are we just dumbing cards down to where we're just drawing on them and we're like, hey, collect these now. There's $20 a pop to come in a magnetic.
I mean, dude, you gotta try some new stuff.
I guess you gotta
try to reinvent the wheel sometimes.
I guess, man. I don't know. What do you think, C-Red? Is that cool? Do you think that's cool? Is that hip? Is that getting the kids involved?
You know what?
He's digging it.
Yeah, I think they're kind of litty, dude.
You say litty?
I think they're kind of litty. Okay.
Why'd your voice change? Okay.
Liddy, huh? Was that
Look at that Mike Trout.
Look at that, dude. I mean, that's an iconic Mike Trout. And what is going on there? Is that Mike Trout mixed with like Beavis and Butthead or something? I mean, what's going on? Why is there smoke coming out of his arms? Why does he have 15 arms?
I get like a Beetlejuice vibe.
Yeah, there you go. Beetlejuice.
You know what this does remind me of? This is absolutely Topps kind of like recognizing that the shoe culture and the hype beast culture is kind of infiltrating sports cards as well.
That's why we keep C-Rat at it. He's like talking about shit that I have no idea. You actually said what'd you say? There's a word in there that I'm like
hype beast.
Yeah, I just nodding my head up and down right now. Yeah, I'm hip. I know what you're talking about.
If you Google hype beast and like hype beast outfit, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Is that drip?
It's kind of like
Is it Liddy?
Yeah, it's basically wearing like hype beast. A hype beast person is basically anybody who is like super excited about anything that's like the most popular, either shirt or shoe or piece of clothing, whatever it is. And the art and the kind of colorful art and style of that, and the street graffiti art. That's what it is too. Like what you guys were saying before. But it feels like Topps is kind of tapping into that market a little bit.
Yeah, the George Brett definitely looks like an abstract art piece. Like if I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the artist in like the early '80s, Basquiat. It kind of has like that type of like. I don't know.
Is that hype beast right there? This is real. I'm not. That's a real card of Don Mattingly. And is that hype beast?
It looks like a Sega Genesis.
I don't know what it looks like.
No, it's like RBI baseball right there.
What's going on there? Why did we do that to Don Mattingly? Poor Don Mattingly can't get in the Hall of Fame. That looks like 12-13 Elite Series. That insert in the Elite Series.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the writing on it. That one's not terrible. But it's still kind of weird.
Dude, I don't know. This stuff has like very like Basquiat vibes to it.
Dude, this one is I think this one is pretty tight.
That one's not bad. I don't mind that one because it still shows Ken Griffey looking normal. It doesn't look like. I mean, the Don Mattingly. Go back to the Don Mattingly. I mean, what is that? I mean, I think I could draw better than that. I mean,
I think
you're that like Van Gogh?
But you're looking at it as you got to look at it as an art piece and not a baseball card.
But they made it baseball card size.
But you can't. I know it's baseball card size, but just because it's baseball card size, you can't look at it as a baseball card. You're looking at it as a baseball card.
Yeah, it's because what it is.
You got to look at it as an art piece.
Why can't we just make it shiny?
Doug's like, hey, don't give him ideas. They'll chrome that thing over, man, and they'll have another subset.
Another like transcendent version of Project 2020. I don't know, man. They're I don't know.
There's some I like more than others.
Man, that George Brett. Look at some Basquiat stuff, and I think that's where they got the idea from.
Like, look at the bottom left. There's like a drawing of something that looks like a kid drew it, and it's in there. Like, I don't understand. not my cup of tea, I guess. But yeah, I guess you got to try some things. You got to try some things, make them work.
The more I look at the Don Mattingly, I'm with you on that one. I can't get behind it. But the George Brett, I actually like.
I think this is kind of funny in like a Family Guy kind of way. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the Ken Griffey Jr. one I think is I think it's fire. I think it's fire.
Fire.
I think it's fire.
No, that's already passed, dude. That's not even a popular term anymore.
I guess it's Liddy.
Drip.
You Drip is old.
That's old too.
Drip is old. Get with the times.
It's rad.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
Kids
But
are bringing that one back.
Is it C-Rad?
that Griffey,
C-Man.
that Griffey's pretty dope.
They
I'm gonna
actually,
go with no.
somebody was selling a shirt of that on eBay as well.
A shirt already?
Yeah.
See, dude, I think C-Rad's onto it. I think we may not get it because it's past our demographic.
You act like C-Rad's like way younger than us.
No, but he's definitely like he has like the pulse of the kids. He understands. Like we're old. Like we don't know.
I'm young at heart, dude. I still collect baseball cards and play video games. So, still young.
But I think kids, and not kid like, yeah, I mean like the 18 to 25 demographic are thinking they're gonna.
That's what they're going after?
I think so.
I think, dude, I honestly.
So they weren't even born when these designs came out, and they're gonna be like, cool.
Dude,
That's the perfect example of a hypebeast person.
Yeah.
Remember when there were a bunch of kids wearing like band T-shirts, like Slayer and Pantera and like Iron Maiden and stuff like that, and they were like 19 years old, and you were like, "There's no way you either listen to that band or even know who they are because when they were popular, you weren't even born yet."
Right.
I think that's what we're getting with this.
Yeah.
Or that's what they're trying to go after.
This is definitely the influence of the shoe and streetwear culture, like coming into the sports card hobby.
But I mean, I think the way they're selling these is they're selling them similar to the tops now, where they have a full day to sell them. So I don't think they're going to be crazy limited, and I don't know.
You think Gary Vee had a hand in this?
Could have been.
Just saying.
He is the influencer.
Just saying.
I-
He understands what's hip.
Well, and what was that guy you were watching the other day, C-Rad? So there definitely is some YouTubers that, with what's going on, they're limited on their YouTube capabilities, and some of them are starting opening packs and doing videos on packs and stuff. And there's one guy that has 632,000 subscribers, and he was doing some Prism, and he was going and buying collections and stuff like that. And 632,000 subscribers for our industry is huge. I mean, that's a big possible influencer there. I don't remember his name, but he was doing some videos, and it was a guy that was normally doing video game videos, and now he's doing sports card videos. So maybe you are starting to see what Gary Vee called. I don't know. I just don't see the crossover too much between the shoe and the card. I see it more of a fad for the guys that are collecting Jordans, that are collecting Yeezys and stuff like that. I see it more of like a fad, but they're going to just go back to collecting shoes again. I don't think they're going to get into the cards. I think it's just too much for them to understand and too much time to devote to it to really be involved. Like we all are, like the people getting the breaks are. You just don't have time to do both. And I don't think they're going to get away from shoes. That's me personally. Speaking of that, did you see the new Yeezys? Sold out like in a day. Yeah, sold out in a day. Kind of throwback style looking Yeezys, but I guess.
How can they be throwbacks? Yeezys haven't even been around for like what, 5 years?
Well, they made the dad shoe design, and I think they went back to the original looking Yeezy design.
Like a New Balance?
No, the dad shoes was more New Balance, like the what was that, Balenciaga? How you even say that? Those $800 shoes that look like just crazy looking dad shoes. They look like New Balance on steroids. They're just ugly.
Yeah.
The Yeezys went that route, and I think they came back to older looking styles of Yeezys. But all right, we'll move on to the next topic, which is Flawless. First redemption. We pulled first off the line. Flawless has always been touted of not having redemptions, and we pulled one. TJ Hawkinson. Granted, it is a blockchain rookie shadow box, signatures emerald. Now, is this a good idea, C-Rad, or is this just a way to insert redemptions by saying, hey, it's blockchain, it's okay, it's why?
I guess we gotta wait to see how much in the future blockchain takes off, or how people take to it. But yeah, right now it kind of feels like a way of them trying to get some redemptions in this joint.
Well, and if you see the square there is obviously a QR code, right? So it's
Yeah.
not a redemption number. So you got to scan that in. It probably takes you right into the blockchain. My question is, I could understand doing blockchain with big name guys. TJ Hawkinson's got to be like 30th ranked rookie, but 50th ranked rookie this year. Why even make a card of TJ Hawkinson if he didn't sign? So this is, to me, this is like, that counts as one of the hits in Flawless. They couldn't get TJ Hawkinson's cards in time. So they're like, screw it, we're going to do a blockchain version so we can print more cases.
What if it's live? What if it's already live?
Well, I guess we could see that and find out.
What if all these are live and they just needed to do it this way?
To bump up the blockchain inventory?
Yeah.
To stimulate their blockchain auctions? Because I think you can auction your own card.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I won't know until, has anybody seen a live blockchain card come out?
People have some on eBay, the ones that they've auctioned, but not stuff that's come out of boxes.
This
is the first release.
No, I'm like something that came out of Flawless first off the line that was not a redemption. That was a blockchain.
Well, we can look on. I can look on eBay real quick, but I was just surprised. I would think the blockchain cards would be the more sought after rookie guys, like Kyler, like Daniel Jones, like maybe Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, any of the bigger names. I was surprised that they would use a TJ Hawkinson as a blockchain card. But one of the things is they're doing you can only sell the digital version of the card through Panini's website. You can't sell the digital version through eBay. So maybe they're just trying to get inventory to be able to start funneling and moving it through their website, because they're probably taking some kind of percentage of the sale.
I don't know.
But I don't know enough about it to know. But I'm going to do a just quick search on my phone on blockchain to see if there's anything. I've seen some of the other blockchains on there, but I haven't seen anything coming from a box yet. So let's see. Now, Diego Maradona's on there. There's a National Treasures Lamar 101 Shield that was up at auction. Kyler Murray's up there. People have in hand. Damian Lillard has in hand. So yeah, I don't see anything from Flawless. Maybe if I type in Flawless, I don't think a lot of the stuff's been open yet. That's probably why. There's nothing on eBay. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see if there's actually a live card compared to a redemption card, because you would think they just put the live card in there with a code to get so then they wouldn't have to ship it. So why would they put a redemption in there if they had the card? They could then have to double ship, right? I don't know. So, I mean, what do you guys think about this blockchain thing? We'll see if it pans out. Where was it in the box? Was it in the middle box?
It's on the top.
It was on the top of
the inner box.
Now, and there was only one. You did a whole case, so there's only one in the whole case.
No, there's one in each briefcase.
So what was the other one you had?
Drew Brees.
So a blockchain Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Was it a redemption?
Redemption.
Yeah, I think there's a reason for this. I think there's a method to the madness.
All right, well, that's got my wheels turning. So now they're selling us the product, and they are now making people have to conduct business through their website. Is that cool?
It depends. Do we think these blockchains are going to be the future? The future?
I don't know.
I mean, let's face it. They're trying to get their hands in every piece of the pie here.
Yeah. But
they see what eBay is for the secondary market. What if they start, selling cards on their platform, taking a cut every time they shift ownership and they get sold?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Whatever.
But
how does that affect how we do business?
What if at some point they just do every card's blockchain? Every you open up Flawless and it's just all blockchain. Like all the cards have to go through them. Like you have to actually, as a customer, you have to go through them to get your actual card.
But people would still buy the break spots.
Yeah, it wouldn't affect us. I'm just saying, but you're forcing people to do something they're not used to. You're not giving them an option. You have to. And I'm confused about the digital asset of the card and the physical aspect of the card. So you can obtain the physical card. So you can obtain the TJ Hawkinson physical card from them. You can have it in your hand. You can look at it. You can stare at it. Be like, I love this card. But the digital asset, which is a mirror image of your card, but it's just a picture of your card, cannot be moved off of Panini's site. cannot be sold any other way than through Panini's website. And they've explained it like currency. So I still don't understand how my TJ Hawkinson card is currency.
Why is the picture of my card currency?
Right. That's what I don't understand. And I'm dumb. I
Well,
can't figure out kindergarten.
Yeah,
math,
I was
so.
gonna say the whole kindergarten thing. And
Yeah.
I mean, this might be what we say above your pay grade.
Yeah, it is. So it's above my pay grade. So, but hey, they could have us. Maybe that would be easier to ship. Maybe we just do breaks with digital cards and we don't have to ship anything. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just do a break and it's all just digital card. We just give people the codes and then we don't have to ship anything.
Yeah, so they're looking out for us.
Maybe they are. Yeah, see, I'm just analyzing. I'm not hating on you, Panini. I love Panini. Wearing a Panini shirt right now.
So am I.
I'm not, but I mean, I can pretend to. You guys can't see me, so I am wearing a Panini shirt. But, yeah, so interesting. On other news, this is also from Panini. This letter came out today, and a lot of you guys have already seen this. But as of Thursday, April 2nd, the facility that manufactures and ships Panini trading cards was closed by executive shelter-in-place order from the Texas governor, Greg Abbott. Due to its indefinite closure, Panini will no longer be able to ship products at this time. Thank you for your understanding during this unprecedented time. Stay safe out there. So what this means is, and this also, Topps has probably released a statement, or they're going to be releasing a statement. The manufacturer that prints these cards and packs out these cards for both manufacturers is closed because of the shelter-in-place order in Texas. So what that means is we're still going to get Flawless. We're still going to get Tribute next week. But everything else is going to be on a delay. Bowman is now moved to May 27th, from what I can tell, and that's probably tentative at this point. Even though I think that was mostly packed out, I think they're just probably doing that to protect maybe the card shops, to make sure that everybody has a chance to sell Bowman when it comes out, because some card shops aren't able to be there or don't sell online, so they're not able to sell Bowman. They'll probably have to sell it online, so their local customers are probably going to lose out. So they're pushing it back, probably in hopes of having, more availability for people that sell their product. So these products are still going to come out. It's just a matter of when the shelter in place is lifted and they can get back to work printing these things. So I think it's in the near future for breaks and stuff like that. It's not going to really affect because we still have all the products that just came out. We still have the products that are going to be coming out in the next week. But I think you're going to hit a month or so, maybe in the summer, maybe that there's going to be a lull of just nothing coming out. So what is your take on this, Dan? We'll start with Dan.
Okay, well, I expected this to happen. Actually thought it was going to happen weeks ago, and it took Texas a little longer to get on board with everybody else and doing the stay in place whole deal, don't leave your house. But you said what, late May for Bowman?
For Bowman, yeah.
Yeah, don't hold your breath on that. Don't hold your breath on anything going back to normal anytime soon.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Downer Dan, but that's kind of who I am. We may not be through this for 6 months. We may not be through this for a year.
Don't say that. 6 months I'll take.
No.
I'll take 6
no,
months.
I mean, but just wrap your head around this.
Well, then I will be able to run around the world though, virtually.
You won't though. Wrap your head around this. And my allergies are kicking. I don't think I got the corona, but like my allergies are kicking up right now. So if the first thing that you do when this gets lifted and you can go, you're probably not going to be running to a store, running to a mall and be around a bunch of people. You're not going to run to a movie theater and be around. And I'm not saying you specifically. I'm saying the general consensus and population. You're not going to go to a baseball game right away. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. You're not going to want to really be around people. Plus, like, you spent the last 3, 4, 5 months of your life social distancing and being away from people. It's going to take a while to get out of that habit and want to hang out and be around people and not be scared that you're gonna get the corona.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but we'll see.
We'll see. Nobody knows. But I don't think people are going to be like willing to go out and live their life like the way they were accustomed to doing it until there's a vaccine. When's that going to happen?
Well,
a year?
Yeah, I think they said 18 months.
18 months.
That's a long time.
18 months. So I don't know, man. Like it's going to be a while.
It's gonna be a while.
It's going to be a while. I'm actually surprised that the NFL's going on with doing their draft. So that blew me away. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually cancel that.
Yeah. I said earlier on the feed, over under how many guys lose, because these guys are going to be Skyped in, right? So I don't know if the NFL or their agents are going to make sure that they have, killer internet at their house.
They're going to be on their phone, man.
But how many times are going to be like, hey, Tua, what's it like to be drafted by the Dolphins? And he's going to be like, fade, lose feed. You got to pick up half the words because he's on his phone. You know what I mean? There's a chance it could be terrible to watch. Are they going to set up a camera crew for the big guys? Maybe, like the Tuas and the first day guys. Maybe
I don't think we're going to have a problem. If they're having issues with a stream, they're just going to show highlights. And they're going to switch back to, David Shaw or somebody who's like, going to do commentary for it. They're going to figure it out. They got engineers on the fly.
Yeah,
it's going to be okay. It's the NFL.
It's not like us.
It's NFL. They got money. They got that long money. They're going to be able to do this, and they're not going to have an issue. Again, like if Tua is having issues with his internet, they're not going to sit there and have him work it out.
Right.
They're not going to be like, we're going to stay with it.
Yeah.
They're going to switch. They're going to figure it out. I'm just surprised they're doing it.
Back to this thing about the cards. Now, some of you guys may think, well, because the stuff's not being made, what it's actually going to do is make some of these sets even more valuable, because if we don't have a new basketball set for a while, that means people are going to be focusing on the sets that are out right now. Breakers are going to be breaking more impeccable, or the breakers are going to be breaking more select hybrid. So the stuff actually, in a sense, just because the shops are closed doesn't mean that there's, any really less business going on. It means it's all being busted online. It's all being sold online. And I think you're going to see some of these products actually shoot up. If you're a consumer and you're thinking about buying one of these higher end boxes, I honestly wouldn't wait it out, because I think it is going to go up. And this industry is built on supply and demand. And for right now, we don't know if there's any new supply coming in for the next so on and so forth of months. So we're glad that we're able to do what we do on a daily basis, because we do it on the internet. I mean, we're providing you guys with breaks and entertainment and a way to kind of live out sports without sports, in a sense, which is great. And it's been awesome to be able to continue to do so. But some of these products, like I said, are probably going to go up more than they are going to go down. Now, some of the base heavy products may go down because there's not going to be a lot of people busting heritage. You may be able to get awesome deals on the base heavy stuff, because I'm already seeing on our sales networks that people that have base heavy stuff are selling it, because they're like, hey, breakers are looking for cards that are looking for sets that have fewer cards. Us as well. You guys haven't been tuning into us. We have half our staff is at shelter in place. We're doing all the shipping and sorting ourselves. So, we're not trying to run through Topps Heritage cases or Gypsy Queen cases on a regular day, because we have to ship all the base. So, C-Rad, any takeaway from your opinion from the card manufacturer I think it's Cardamundi from Texas that stopped printing cards? Any takeaway from that?
No, don't. I mean, I guess the only takeaway is that kind of just what you guys have been saying already too. It's looks like we're gonna be just
not going anywhere.
Yeah, not going anywhere, and not seeing anything new for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and with that, we're trying to keep it fresh around here too, guys. If you guys have any any input on to do breaks a little differently, to do something that we haven't done before, like I don't know, karaoke during breaks, or I'm just throwing out ideas, shirtless breaks or something. Send it over to mojobreak@gmail.com titled new break idea or new broadcast idea, because we want to keep it as fresh as possible for you guys. And I know a lot of you guys have been on our feed and it's the same products over and over again. We're gonna try to keep it fresh. We're gonna keep you guys entertained. You're watching us to watch these cards being busted, and any ideas are greatly appreciated. So wanted to bring this back up. We talked about this the last couple podcasts. So the NSCC 4 days ago came out with this statement, and I wanted to dissect this, talk about it. So the National Sports Card Collector Convention is the biggest show of the year, the biggest trading card show of the year. Everybody's there. Panini has a big booth. Upper Deck, Tops, DA, Blowout, Breaker Pavilion. It's huge. It's the biggest event of the year. It's happening in Atlantic City this year. Scheduled currently for July 29th, I believe, to the August 2nd or whatever. I don't have the dates in front of me, but everybody's been speculating because the Atlantic City Convention Center is now turned into a hospital because of the COVID-19. So they're using it as extra beds because New Jersey's pretty close to New York, and New Jersey's having a lot of problems as well. So the National tweeted this out a couple days ago. With the start of the NSCC 4 months from today, we just wanted to take a few moments to address the elephant in the room. There are no plans to cancel, reschedule the event at this time. We'll continue to listen to the federal and state guidelines before making a decision regarding what steps to take. Alternative plans are being addressed by show management should the original dates be deemed unsafe for our attendees and exhibitors. More to come as we get closer to the event. So that's good news, I guess, in a sense. I'm still not convinced that we're going to have a national based on what's going down. And like Dan said, this is the thing that there's going to be elbow to elbow of people. We know how it is. I mean, the national, there's a lot of us collectors going around from booth to booth, getting our silver pack redemptions, getting our autographs from the athletes that are going to be there, going through the cards and stuff like that. And I think you're going to have a pretty big segment of like what Dan said, of people that aren't going to want to even be out in public because they're just not sure. That, and coupled with the fact that it's in Atlantic City, that it's in, for people on the West Coast or people that are from, Arizona, Nevada, it's a long trek. So if they do have a national, I just don't know how well it'll be attended.
I ain't going.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. I haven't missed a national for 6 years, 7 years, who knows. This isn't for me. I'm not flying into Philadelphia and renting a car and driving 2 hours to get to Atlantic City to go to a convention that I think it's 80% it's going to get canceled. And if it doesn't get canceled, it's going to get postponed, and it's probably going to get moved to a different location. I can't see it being at a location where a couple months ago it was a COVID-19 hospital.
Yeah,
I can't.
There's absolutely no way.
I can't. I talked about it before on our last podcast. The logistics of breaking down and moving everything out of that hospital and getting it to look like a convention again and not a hospital, and then you're gonna have like people who are walking around. You're like, you don't know if it's gonna have a.
I think you're kind of downplaying the fact.
It's gonna have bad vibes.
I think you're downplaying the fact it may have bad vibes.
It's gonna have some bad vibes.
I think you're downplaying the fact of how quick they could take it down.
Yeah, but do you want to go to a place that dealt with that type of situation? Well, bad vibes. Bad vibes.
I'm sure somebody has died in your apartment in places you've lived before. You still live there, right? I mean, it's not like, there's probably people where we're at now that have passed away at some point in time. And I'm not saying those people that at the Atlantic City have all passed away, because there's only 1% of people that are passing away. They're just using it for.
I just don't. I don't want to go to a convention where it was pretty much like a war zone.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
And we're talking like it's not like a year later or 2 years later. It's going to be literally a couple months later.
Maybe like a month.
It's going to be like, nah, man, bad vibes. Bad vibes.
I'm pretty sure that the virus won't be flying around there.
No, but I'm just for me, like morally going into it, just bad vibes. I don't have good vibes. I don't want to sit here and look at sports cards.
So I mean,
in a place that like was essentially like a war zone.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I don't really want to go either. And I honestly,
I don't know. I don't know anybody who would be like, sign me up. I'm good.
Well, I think some people are going to have decisions to make, like people that do it big, like these heritage, like these auction houses that have huge booths, and obviously Panini Tops, Upper Deck have huge booths out there. they're gonna have to make a decision because even if it like let's just say they do start to
Not
have
not a hard decision to make. I made mine 3 seconds
no, but
ago.
if you're Tops and you hear Panini's gonna be there, you almost have to be there because Tops Upper Deck they have to be there. Leaf has to be there if those guys are gonna be there. Now if like Tops is like we're not gonna be there. Panini's like we're not gonna be there. Then you're gonna start seeing some of the bigger names drop out.
I'm not even talking about the manufacturer aspect of it. Do you really think that it's gonna happen? Do you think it's gonna go down?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and it's gonna take one of those manufacturers actually to pull out and say, hey, we're not gonna be able to do it. Domino effect. Everybody will be out. And right now everybody's dealing with it day to day. So nobody is really thinking about July, August. They're not really thinking about the national. We're thinking about like how the hell we're going to get through April.
Yeah.
And how are we going to get through May? Not like, hey, what about the national? Let's start planning for the national. No one's thinking about that. But I can tell you right now, by the end of April, somebody will have to come out and say this isn't going down.
Well, people are making travel plans. People have already made travel plans. And to be honest with you guys, I think it's in Chicago next year. Chicago, fantastic place for the national. I'll tell you. I mean, when we were in Atlantic City, was it 2 years ago? 3 years ago now? What year was that? They all blend in now. They all blend in. I think we were in Chicago, Cleveland, Chicago. So maybe 3 years ago we were in Atlantic City?
It was like 3 or 4 years ago.
So, honestly, the worst attended national that I've ever been to. Granted, we are in a bigger bubble now, so there probably would have been more people because of that. The area at the time was a little... the casinos were striking. There was casino employees that were not working. They had like a makeshift crew. There was food places that weren't open past like 8 or 9. So we were getting out of the national. We were breaking till 9. We actually could not find places to eat. The place that we rented Airbnb there was guys shooting up outside, and I'm not even elaborating. There literally was stuff going down like that. So then we actually moved to a casino that used to be a casino that's just a hotel now, and the whole casino floor was like wiped out and tinted out. It was bad, and I've heard since then they've gotten the economy's gotten better in Atlantic City. The reason why the national goes to Atlantic City because it's damn near free for them to go. They just want tourism there because it's such a it's been losing a lot of tourism after granted they had a big natural disaster that changed things as well, but.
I could see the national moving to maybe January, December, something like that. Maybe December, but moving to a place like Florida or maybe Dallas, something like that. But I can't see it happening late July, early August in Atlantic City.
Yeah, I can't see it either. And like what I was alluding to is that
I just don't. Again, bad vibes. I don't want to go to a card show that was a COVID-19 hospital.
Well, and maybe we could do something different. Like maybe we can figure out something because I mean,
I can't be the only one who thinks that way.
No,
I gotta be in the majority on that one.
But this, but that feeling changes on a day-to-day basis. Right now, you're feeling that, and it's April 3rd. But say,
dude,
this is
a never forget thing. We're never gonna forget this.
That's pessimistic.
We're
approach,
never gonna forget. Never forget.
No, I mean May 15th, everything's rocking and rolling. Things are back normal. A month from now, you're gonna have a different tune. Hey, I want to go to a card show, and it's just the moment right now, which is great to catalog the moment to document the moment. But what I was trying to say
I need you to give me some of that optimism. I need you to like sprinkle that around over here because
hey, what are you gonna do? You can't control what's going down, so you might as well just try to put a smile on your face and keep on keeping on. You know what I mean?
Just lie to yourself.
It's not lying.
It's just blatantly like
there's things I can control and there's things that I can't control.
Yeah, so. But you gotta think from a realistic standpoint, like where we're at and where we're gonna be, and you gotta be a realist about it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, but
at least I feel like I'm not telling you how you gotta be. You could be like, this is gonna be all great and everything's gonna be perfect. I myself have to be a realist about it.
Yeah, that's fine. I do have conversations with myself about that, but at the end of the day, I know things are going to be back to normal at some point, and this will pass. I mean, you look at the numbers and you see the percentages, and you're like, okay, well, we're going to get past this at some point. Now, things are going to be different. There's no doubt that things are going to be different in the card industry, especially in the immediate months that are happening right now. So, but what I was kind of getting around to is if you were thinking about going to Atlantic City for the National because you've never been, you'll probably have a better experience in Chicago next year. To be honest. So if you were saving money, you were on the fence, you didn't book anything yet, I think going to Chicago, seeing what Chicago has to offer as far as where the area of the location, it's an awesome location. You may even be able to get into a football game with me and Dan. We have our annual football game out there in the field. It's a better location. You could also probably, what game are you going to go to when you're in Atlantic City? You're going to drive to Philadelphia for an hour and a half to go to a Phillies game? You're not. You're going to go to a White Sox, possibly go see Wrigley Field in Chicago. There's just so much. The food is awesome. They stay open, unlike Atlantic City. So that's what I'm saying.
I've only been to Atlantic City one time. There were some things that were cool about it. The history of the boardwalk and walking up and down the boardwalk, kind of cool.
Yeah.
Having the casinos basically on the boardwalk. I would have loved to see Atlantic City in its heyday.
Yeah.
It probably was the dopest place to be at. When we went there, it was like the opposite of its heyday. It was like as down as it's ever going to be.
Right.
So maybe they have turned around. Maybe it's gotten a little bit nicer. I've been around a lot of places that were hood, and I would say Atlantic City is up there. I wouldn't be walking by yourself down some of those side streets. It's not a safe place to be. At least it wasn't 3-4 years ago.
And Chris says he's got tickets at a booked hotel, so he'd lose money by not going. But I'm pretty sure you should be able to get a full refund on all of those angles. I don't think, depending on where you booked from, I think you can get everything back. But anyways, let's last topic. I know we got to get into a limited here, but I just we were talking about food earlier, and I was going through some of the just crazy food. I think that's in the next slide. I don't have my preview up here on my phone, but some of the just we're all ordering takeout. We're all getting delivery at this point. If you're not cooking, so I just did a Google search on some of the craziest food and just see if everybody's down with this stuff. So there's Pizza Hut, and the crust is a bagel dog. What do you think?
I actually, I've tried to avoid doing any takeout, any like Uber Eats, any DoorDash, stuff like that. Because if you're looking to get sick, that is going to be probably the easiest way to do it.
Nothing has changed then from now to when you ordered takeout.
I know.
So it's actually, if anything, it's cleaner now.
No,
so you're more
it's
likely
not,
less likely
not,
to get sick.
Yeah, but what changed is that there's a pandemic going on now that there wasn't before.
Dude, you should just get in a bubble.
But
Like,
there's
there's
nobody
Bubble Boy.
going into those restaurants anymore.
Right,
so.
exactly. So there's less virus being passed around.
I'll tell you right now. I could. People who are gonna get sick are gonna be people who get more delivery.
But what's the difference?
Yeah, the chances of getting sick when you have constant deliveries coming to you are your chances are gonna be higher.
No,
absolutely. You don't know if this person like sneezed on your pizza.
So every piece of food you so when you go to the store, there's no difference of you handling that food.
No, actually, what we are doing is that we are actually taking wipes and rinsing everything down and bags down when we bring it to the house.
Well, you could do that with your DoorDash.
I can't take a Lysol wipe and wipe off my pizza and then eat it because that's how you die.
I think we come from two different philosophies here.
Go for it. I'm not telling anybody how to. I'm just saying that I think your chances.
People got to eat. And that's why I was going over some of this food here. I mean, some of this stuff's crazy. A lot of these have been tested in like different countries that we don't even see. So you can go through some of the slides. I know we're supposed to be live for limited, but
we got 12 minutes.
Doritos Crunchy Crust Pizza. You guys they tried it out in Australia. What do you think? We got the Doritos Locos Taco. What about the Doritos Crunchy Crust Pizza? That's
not even creative.
I don't know. Looks like that one.
No, they just basic. I mean, actually Pizza Hut and Taco Bell are the same company.
They are. They just had the delivery of the crunchy stuff coming.
They just got an extra shipment of Doritos and didn't know what to do with it, so they sprinkled it on the crust.
You might have tried this since you went to Canada. I guess Tim Horton has a buffalo latte, so it's the buffalo flavored latte.
I did not go to Tim Hortons,
But do you
but I'm confused. Is that like buffalo
sauce like you would have on a buffalo wing?
Oh, dude, that sounds terrible.
Can you get behind that one, C-Rad? A spicy latte?
Hell no.
Dude, that sounds terrible.
It does. I can't even argue that point. I don't think I could try that. I do like buffalo sauce, but I don't think I like it with my latte. All right, we can keep going. What else we got here? Dry pork and seaweed donuts from
Nope.
China, from Dunkin' Donuts.
Hard no on that.
Seaweed donut.
I tried those.
They
Yeah.
good?
No, I said I would try them.
I would try it. I don't know about the seaweed, but I try the dry pork.
Yeah.
Nope. Definitely not the seaweed.
I know people have a fascination with, sweet and salty kind of mixed together, but certain sweet and salty things can't be combined. All right, what do we got next? Donut burger. You know, if you want to eat something that has 7 million calories and you want breakfast and dinner combined, why is that a ketchup thing on the top there? A little ketchup on top of the donut?
So there's a burger joint in Santa Cruz that's called Burger.
Oh, it's a creative name.
Creative name. They have one. They have a donut burger. They also have a grilled cheeseburger, which is delicious.
Nice.
It's instead of buns, it's two
grilled
grilled
Oh
cheese.
yeah.
It's really good.
Do they post the calories on that?
You don't want to know.
I know. I was gonna say.
But yeah, they have a donut burger, and they also have like a weird like peanut butter and jelly burger or something like that.
Yeah, Burger King Israel, I guess, trying this out. So, all right, I'm gonna keep going. What do we got next? Pumpkin spice French fries.
Absolutely.
You can get down with that.
I can get down with
That was
that.
McDonald's Japan. What about you, C-Red?
Yeah, I'll try it.
I don't know. See, some people like the fries and the ice cream. I don't know if I can get behind the I like my fries with just ketchup. You know, maybe mustard. I don't know about the whole sweetness on my fries.
Yeah, ketchup I get. Mustard I don't understand.
Mustard,
That's a thing. That's a thing. People actually put mustard on their fries. I think it's nuts.
All right, what do we got next? The Black Burger. So this was actually popular in the news. So all they've done is, I believe, just put food coloring on the burger, so it tastes the same, but it is all black. So visually, it looks like maybe it was overly cooked, burned. But I don't know. What do you think?
I don't
For the
understand.
next slide.
I don't understand why you'd want to order that.
I think some cultures like color, like just different types of colors in their food.
Yeah, no, it actually looks, that looks terrible.
Oh, and the cheese is black too, as you can see it kind of hanging there.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's all food coloring or whatever to make it look that way. But I don't know. It just looks like you just put your burger in the oven for like 5 hours. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna eat it now. Doesn't look good to me. Black sauce too, so it's all black. Chicken flavored chocolate truffles. Chocolate and chicken. Get down with that? We like the chicken and waffles, right? What about peanut butter and jelly and chicken?
I can see this working.
It's from KFC in New Zealand.
Peanut butter and jelly and chicken. Like, I wonder if is it fried chicken?
Well, it says certain things, peanut butter and jelly, and so maybe they're just using an analogy there, but no, it's chicken flavored chocolate truffles. I don't know how they get the chicken flavor into chocolate, but
I don't know. It's wacky.
I might try it. I might give that a shot.
I'm not a big chocolate fan.
I like chocolate in chicken. Zinger Double Down King. So I think that's been done before, but that is a burger with bacon, and instead of a bun, it has crispy chicken.
Bacon.
That was done with KFC.
It was.
But it wasn't called the Double Down. It was called like the double. It was called something else.
Yeah. I wonder what makes this one special.
But I think I remember KFC rocking that.
Oh yeah, see it says right there, it's an offshoot of the chain's beloved Double Down. It's the Zinger Double Down. That's pretty good. Pretty hungry right now.
I don't know if that ain't good for you.
No, not at all. And do we have any more? We have any more slides? Or was that it? That was it. Well, we had a little impromptu hype session. If you guys couldn't tell, we kind of put this together real quick because these days we don't know when we're going to be able to jump on live, but we appreciate you guys listening, so we want to get that content out for you guys. And honestly, we enjoy more than anything doing the show. But with having to do the shipping and trying to do shelter in place at the same time, it's been a little tough to get on a schedule and do these on a consistent time basis. So we're gonna get them out every week. It's just it may not be the same day every week. So, but we appreciate you guys listening in and joining in on the breaks. We're gonna be live pretty much every day doing the breaks, and whether it be personals, whether it be new releases, we're gonna get creative. We have Mixer Monday coming up on Monday, putting together some mixers. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I see Rad maybe breaking some Avengers. I think maybe put that up there in the near future. We got some Marvel Avengers coming out. We'll figure out a way to break that. So other than that, we're out for today's show. We're gonna be doing some limited here, and we got some NT on deck and some select hybrid. A lot of the breaks today are already sold out, but get your spots on the few spots that are left. And we'll see you guys next week sometime. Peace out.
Play.